My husband tried to ruin my reconciliation with my sister. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who chipped in with kind words. I don't have the time to respond to everyone individually, but it means a lot. From the bottom of my heart, thanks. Yesterday my husband slipped a letter under SIL1's door addressed for me. I debated if I should read it or not, but curiosity got the better of me. It's still here in front of me as I write this. In short, he said how much he loves me, and how sorry he feels for me. He says everything my sister has done, including leaving, is just, in his words, histrionic, and thought out just to manipulate and guilt me, preying on how guilty I feel about having left her. That she's trying to break us up so I can be hers now because she's greedy. The way he sees it, I didn't do anything wrong by blaming my 10-year-old sister for everything our parents did to fuck us up and cutting her out of my life. He says little siblings are entitled little brats who think their older siblings' lives should revolve around them, and that my sister is doing just that. Throwing a tantrum because my life is bigger than her now. He says older siblings don't owe anything to younger siblings, and if being left behind hurts them, that's their problem for being greedy and spoiled burdens. I kind of get where he's coming from. I've made peace with accepting it wasn't my job to save my sister, for lack of a better word, and that I was young at the time, too, and didn't owe my sister anything. But I don't think I should get a free pass for piling more pain and hurt onto her and blaming her, either. The part of me that still grapples with knowing I abandoned her willingly and knowingly wants to grab onto his words. I want to relieve myself of any blame. I don't even know if I have any responsibility, and now I don't know if that's objective fact or if my husband is messing with my head. I had it very clear in my head before. While nothing our parents did to my sister was my fault, I still have some responsibility in having blamed and abandoned her without a word when she was just a little kid. The way my husband put it, I was just a kid myself too, so I don't have any responsibility. Now my head's all mixed up and I don't know anymore. Am I blameless after all, or do I just want to be? The unfortunate part is that SIL 1 had SIL 2 over, and SIL 2 is a bit nosy, so she read the letter. I left it unattended on the kitchen counter, and seeing how abrasive the language my husband, her older brother, uses to describe little siblings, SIL 2 is in shambles. She got so upset that Mil, 56F, and Phil, 60M, have found out now, and they're upset as hell with my husband. SIL 1 has cut him off on everything for using that language to describe little siblings. She's not the oldest, but she has a little sister, SIL 2, herself, and she spent quite some time reassuring poor SIL 2 that she isn't a greedy, spoiled burden. I'm not even upset that she read the letter, even if at 18 she should be old enough to know not to touch things that aren't hers. I'm more upset that now the sweetest kid I've ever met thinks there's something wrong with her because of birth order. I got so pissed I called my husband. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I needed to scream at him for calling SIL 2, even if indirectly, a burden. By then my in-laws had already chewed him out, and he was doubling down hard on how not all little siblings are burdens, just the ones like my sister. He wasn't talking about his sisters, and SIL 2 is just oversensitive. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know a lot of you recommended either counseling or divorce. Whatever I decide, I want to decide it with a clear head, and after today I have anything but. I'm not speaking to my husband anymore until I clear up. I also don't know if I have any responsibility with my sister. I know I left her and treated her very badly, but I was an abused kid, too. It wasn't just her. Maybe even if my husband is unbelievably cruel, he has a point somewhere. I've never thought we should ignore everything harmful people say. Or maybe I'm just an awful brother. I do know I disagree with the language my husband used. I don't know. It feels like I haven't been able to breathe in days. Part of me just wants to be done with this and go back to how things were. Part of me wants to catch the earliest flight to where my sister is. I don't care if I had any responsibility or not, I still want her to be part of my life now, and I'm still pissed that my husband screwed that up for me and hurt her. This I also know. Part of me wants to think I can overcome this with my husband. Part of me never wants to see him again. For now I'm going to look for someplace to stay. SIL 1 is too related to all this drama, and I need space for myself to clear my thoughts right now. Whatever I do, the only thing I'm positive about is that I don't want to lose my sister again, and, whatever my husband's reasoning, he was extremely out of line. Sis is still calling, and her calls, SIL calls, and work calls are the only ones I'm taking for the moment. I think this is going to be the final update for some time. I need to disconnect and think. Once more, thank you everyone for your kind words. Maybe when I've made up my mind I'll leave a final update that's a bit less bleak and muddy than this one. Any advice or thoughts will be welcome. I don't think I'll read them right away, but I'm so mixed up I'd take just about any opinion as helpful right now. I'm going to focus on the things I do know, and figure out the rest as I go. TLDR. Husband left a letter under the door, I read it, my youngest Sil read it, The inflammatory language used to describe little siblings hurt her. Now Mill and Phil are involved, and I'm going to disconnect from everyone except my sister, my sills, and work. I'm going to move alone for some time while I gather my thoughts, and overall I'm a wreck.